Hello and welcome to Gaming is Therapy. Today I'm bringing you episode number 89 of our fantasy EFL football, and it's time to reveal those points. But before we do, what an absolute fantastic weekend of football. The Easter break brought some brilliant games, some ridiculous results, and just some great football. So we'll start with Derby County Luton, the game that kicked off Easter Friday. Luton getting 3 massive points. We move into the weekend in the Championship. Blackburn battering Millwall 4-1 considering Millwall's current form. Then we had Bristol City putting one over on Sunderland, Coventry doing West Brom, Middlesbrough scraping past Plymouth, and Portsmouth battering Norwich. That game was end to end, absolutely fantastic. Burnley scraping past Watford. Sheffield United managed to get a win against Cardiff. Leeds scraped past Oxford, only 1-0, was a true reflection of the game. Then Cardiff got a 1-1 draw against Oxford, which is causing them problems. Leeds then batter Stoke City. Luton get one over Bristol City 3-1. Millwall bounce back 3-1 to keep their slim hopes alive. Plymouth Argyle beat Coventry 3-1 to keep their hopes alive and deal a blow to Frank Lampard. Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. Middlesbrough get dealt another blow with Sheffield Wednesday winning 2-1. Blackburn keeping their hopes still alive with a 1-0 win over Sunderland, and Derby, a massive 3-1 win against West Brom. And of course, Burnley securing promotion to the Premier League, beating Sheffield United 2-1. And the scary thing is, that's literally only the Championship. Honestly, English football has to be the most exciting in the world. Look, we all love the Premier League, it's fantastic, but the Championship, League One, League Two, the most unpredictable, exciting football you could ever watch from a neutral's point of view. It must be fantastic. I don't support anyone in the Championship, so watching Championship football it's mesmerising at times. I do love the fact there's always so many goals as well, but it's absolutely mesmerising. We move into League One. Was there any real shock results? Wycombe played really well to get a 2-0 win against Bolton. Charlton done themselves a huge favour by beating Northampton 2-1. An absolute crackerjack of a game at Leyton Orient, 3-0 down, bounced back to win 4-3 against Barnsley. Stockport for me, dropped the ball with the 1-1 draw against Peterborough. Wrexham totally and utterly bamboozled by Bristol Rovers. Well done to Bristol Rovers for getting that 1-1 draw. Took the lead. Wrexham got an equaliser, but what a result, 1-1. I did say it would be a shock it would be fantastic if Bristol Rovers got a win. I think a result at 1 point is fantastic. It still keeps their hopes alive. You then have Wrexham squeezing past Blackpool. Stevenage just edged out Bristol Rovers. Leyton Orient got a big win against Cambridge 2-1. Reading smashed Mansfield 5-1. Stockport bounced back, got a 2-1 win against Huddersfield. And then, of course, I didn't see this coming, but Wycombe 0, Charlton 4. What a massive result for Charlton, and well done to Charlton. Which does lead me onto that League One table. With the upcoming fixtures, what are the odds of Charlton taking Wrexham's place? Like, being serious. Charlton have actually got Wrexham. So Charlton go to Wrexham. They beat Wrexham, 85 points. Wycombe stumble away to Leyton Orient. Charlton go away to Wrexham. Charlton win, 85 points, Wrexham lose. Wycombe have got to go to Leyton Orient. Reading are right in their back doors. So Orient have got to win. Orient need that win. Orient beat Wycombe. Charlton beat Wrexham. Oh my days. There's a point between it going into the final game of the season. It would be mental, absolutely mental, because you could have Charlton, Wycombe, Wrexham still playing for that second place in League One. Unbelievable. And you can still have Reading and Leyton Orient battling out for that final position in the playoffs. But I will say that Leyton Orient's plus 20 is like an additional couple of points, to be honest. But what an absolute crackerjack of a league. What a final couple of weeks we've got coming up. It's just going to be outrageous. And I guess finally we should talk about League 2. Don't really want to. Bradford drew 1-1 with Notts County. They really needed the 3 points there. Port Vale, let's not talk about them. Colchester, let's not talk about them. Missed a penalty in the last minute. Unbelievable. The amount of possession we had in the second half. Just couldn't do anything with it. It was just ridiculous. We had 61% possession to Crew's 38. Obviously, Crew had someone sent off. 18 shots with only 4 on target it's just not good enough. Wrexham. Crew had 3 shots and 1 on target. We had 9 off target. We got 5 booked. They got 2 booked. It wasn't a red card, to be fair, and I'm glad it's been rescinded. Watched the replay loads and loads and loads of times. 100% not a red card. It's, one of those things. If there was VAR, obviously, in the lower leagues, which I wouldn't want to see, to be honest, I prefer the controversy. But if there was VAR in the lower leagues, obviously it wouldn't have been an actual red card. Clear-cut chances, we had 2. They had none. Second half, we just camped in their half. Not good. So all I can say, I'm really, really, really disappointed with that. The one good thing about it, though, was Swindon does a huge favour by battering Grimsby 4-0, which was fantastic. Really, really needed that. Walsall managed to let themselves down yet again. They didn't lose, but they drew 2-2 with Harrogate, and then they drew 0-0 with Newport. Of course, I can't forget the Donny beating Tranmere Rovers 3-0. Fantastic result there. Chesterfield and Bradford, another draw for Bradford, 3-3. Absolutely outrageous. And then, of course, Donny beat Colchester 3-0. Fair play to Donny, they were the better side, 100%. Salford done themselves a favour by beating Morecambe 3-1. Vale scrapped in a 2-2 draw with Grimsby. And that's pretty much it. But from a league table perspective, going into the final 2 games, it's absolutely outrageous. Being realistic, Chesterfield are on 64 points. They win both games. They're on 70. They're still in with a shout. Salford on 65. They'll finish on 71 if they win both games. They're in with a shout. Collier on 66. They can finish on 72, still in with a shout, but we need things to go our way. We need Grimsby to drop more points, need Notts County to drop more points potentially, even need AFC Wimbledon to drop more points. It is so close, it's ridiculous. And one thing that still amazes me, Grimsby are in 7th place with a -5 goal difference. It blows my brain seeing that. Obviously at the top of the table, Donny, Vale, Bradford, all still battling that out. It's pretty much Donny and Port Vale, let's be honest. Bradford, there's 2 back-to-back draws, didn't do them any favours. If they won those games, different kettle of fish. I mean, Walsall, the collapse from January to now, the continuation of it is just, it's mental, absolutely mental. If they've got 6 points, brilliant season so far. Going to be so disappointed to see the season end. Really, really don't want to see the season end. Obviously, we do have the Fantasy EFL playoffs. Still don't know too much about that. I haven't actually checked on it, to be honest, but I doubt there's going to be anything coming out at the moment. But I really don't want the season to end. It's been absolutely fantastic. And of course, I love doing this content. So, speaking of that, let's get into it. Let's have a look at my team. How did I do? And the answer is acceptable. Before kickoff on the Friday morning, I was tinkering with my team so much, it was absolutely ridiculous. I do this on Football Manager as well. I tinker with my formations and players and constantly tinkering around. And I had the formation lined up as a 2-3-1. Obviously with Gillespie as in my back 2 with Hall. My midfield was Ashley, Kayla Dunn and Monaghan. And up top, I would gone with Kelman. I still actually had Birmingham, but I'd also put in Donny against my better judgment. And when it came out that Gillespie was injured, I literally went into panic mode. I don't know why, can't put my finger on it, just happened. And I reverted back to the 2-2, and this is the team I finished with. Am I happy? Yes. Am I disappointed? Yes. But overall, let's have a look. So Port Vale let me down massively. Missed a penalty in the first game at Carlisle to tie the game. Really unlucky for them more than me personally. Salford 9 points. Look, okay, the 2 teams, I expected them to do better. When you're playing teams, I suppose, like Carlisle and teams who have got something to play for, the games are just so unpredictable, which is why I love football and I love the EFL. Disappointed with my 2 teams? Yeah, 100%. Player-wise, Tickle, 14 points. Absolutely fantastic. O'Connell, 2 points. Really disappointed with that performance considering his form going into this game. I expected a lot more. Probably expected a lot more from Wrexham. Hall, do you know what? 10 points. Considering how Vale done, I'm going to take those points and run away. Ashley, 46. Use my max captain. So Ashley on 46, absolutely fantastic. What a bloody player. Absolutely brilliant. Kayla Dunn, 15 points. Can't moan about him. He is so solid. He's so consistent. It's fantastic. Toll up top. Obviously missed the penalty for Vale. Not good. Would have had more points if he didn't take the bloody penalty, but he did take the penalty. He missed it. 7 points. A little bit disappointed to say the least. I should have stuck with Cheek when I changed the team back. I didn't. I just had a good feeling about Vale. Hence I went with the triple Vale, which is bitten me in the arse, shall we say. And then of course Kelman, fantastic return, 19 points, cannot complain. So that's my team. That's how I done. We're moving to the weekly table. As you know, we'll go from bottom to top. And as you will see, we now have 29 teams. And a new entrance is M. Slater with It's Me, Amario, which is fantastic. Welcome to the league. Hope you enjoy this day. Hope you enjoy the content, and we wish you all the best. So in 29th position, a really poor week was Waymaker FC, 67 points. Looks like bragging rights go to EFL Fantasy Josh for sure, as he's not in the bottom section of the table. But 67 points is really unfortunate. It's just one of those things. You can just pick the odd player incorrectly. 28th, the same with Bojang Swan. 99 points. 27th, we've got Bundy's Boys with 107. 26th, we've got Die Out Now with 108. 25th, Winning 11 with 109. Also on 109 points, it's 24th position, our new entrance, it's me, Mario. 23rd, No Win City with 111. 22nd, Terriers FC with 112. And 21st is Take It Eze with 114. So 20th to 11th. In 20th, we have got Up the Saddlers with 117, also on 117. But in 19th position is Talisman. In 18th, we've got Nicotine with 118. Also on 118, we have House and Street Estate Agents in 17th. In 16th, we've got That Tastes Like Promotion with 119. In 15th, also on 119, is EFL Fantasy Josh. In 14th, we've got Hit Me Baby Kiefer More Time with 121. 13th, we've got Match Day Pie with 122. 12th, we've got Chicken Too Many with 123. And 11th, we've got My Good Self with 129. Now it's the Magnificence 10-1. Bielsa's Babes with 129 in 10th. That's the same as me. Oh, it's the alphabet thing again. No, that stitches me up. 9th position, Intimate Champions with 130. 8th position, BRFC Jacob with 132. 7th, Olaf Stockport with 138. 6th, Half with 141. 5th, Super Seagulls EFL with 143. 4th, Game of Stones with 147. 3rd, Inazuma 11 with 148. 2nd, Gooding & Co with 157. And first position goes to Lord Reedus with 187 points. Cracking return for the week, 187. Congratulations, mate. We're going to have a look at your team and see what sort of magic sauce you had. I'm going to guess a Monaghan. So team-wise, Birmingham and Wrexham, fantastic return. Birmingham with 14, Wrexham with 12. Great return. Can't moan at that at all. That's the sort of points I was hoping with Vale and Salford. Just didn't come off. Team-wise, so Allsop in goal, 9 points. Nice return. Bogle, 24 for Leeds. That's a cracking return. Also had O'Connell with 2 points. Must be disappointed. I'm sure we all are with O'Connell, considering his form. Paul is his third centre-back with 10 points. Centre of the park, he went with Ashley, cracking choice, and of course Monaghan with 74 points. God, Monaghan hates me. Never gets me any points when I pick him. When I don't pick him, he goes and gets mesmerising points. Just typical COD timing. Up top, he's got Kelman with 19 points overall. What a fantastic team. If O'Connell had continued in his vein of form leading up to this game week, could have been easily hitting 200 plus points there for sure. But yeah, what a fantastic looking side. And congratulations on your first team of the week as well. Now it's time for that dreaded overall table. Will we see many changes from the game week 37? Only one way to find out. So in 29th position, we've got Up the Saddlers with 1,132. Down a position into 28th is Die Out Now with 2,933. Down a position, Winning 11 with 3,006. A non-mover in 26 is Game of Stones with 3,033. A non-mover in 25th is Inazuma 11 with 3,036. And down a position, I was going to say a non-mover, but down a position into 24th is Half with 3,067. 23rd position, also down, is Olaf Stockport with 3,134. Also down a position into 22nd is Waymaker FC with 3,155. I'm presuming I'm down a position. It doesn't show an arrow for some reason on mine, which is really bizarre. But I'm going to say down a position myself into 21st with 3,187. So 20th to 11. A non-mover in 20th is Bielsa's Babes with 3,203. Down position into 19th is Chicken Too Many with 3,206. Down into 18th is No Win City with 3,214. Down into 17th, Match Day Pie with 3,223. Upper position into 16th is Super Seagulls EFL with 3,227. Also on 3,227 is Hit Me Baby Kiefer More Time, but is down a position into 15th. In 14th, also down a position, is Talisman with 3,228. Upper position into 13, Gooding & Co with 3,239. Down a position into 12 is Terriers FC with 3,291. And rounding off 20 to 11, in 11th is That Tastes Like Promotion, also down a position with 3,303 points. The dreaded top 10. In 10th position, it's the new entrance. It's me, Amario, with 3,308 points. Down position into 9th is Bojong Swan with 3,329. 8th position, upper position as well, is Intimate Champions with 3,334. A non-mover in 7th is House and Street Estate Agents with 3,350. Down a position, continuing his poor vein of form, unfortunately, is Nicotine with 3,365 into 6th position. A non-mover in 5th is EFL Fantasy Josh with 3,365, the same as Nicotine. Upper position into 4th is BRFC Jacob with 3,367. A non-mover in 3rd position with Bundy's Boys with 3,388 points. And down a position into 2nd with 3,463 points. It's Take It Eze, which means the biblical week that Lord Reedus has pushed him up into 1st place with 3,497 points. 2 weeks to go. A triple game week for Birmingham, along with a couple of other double games in League One. So much can happen, so much can change. It's going to be exciting. So there we go. That's today's content. That's today's video. It's also out a day early. I am shocked. I am absolutely shocked. I'm not even in the country, which is quite amusing, so I'm even more shocked. But yes, I managed to get it done. Victory for me. Let me know how you feel your game week went. Do you think it was mine? You know, a few poor decisions you could have made differently. It is what it is, obviously. We can't change it now. But any shock results that you saw during the week or during the game week? Any team that you follow who let you down? Obviously, Cole, you for me. 2 poor results, a 0-0 and a loss. Really should have beaten Crewe, but wasn't meant to be. So we'll leave it there. As always, I will catch you later.